breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Trump just helped pardon Sheriff Joe get a big new job that's pissing off every liberal in America. It does not take much to throw the left into an absolute meltdown, but the pardoning of Joe Arpaio last Friday sent them nuclear. Of course, these delicate flowers are screeching that he should be rotting in prison just for doing his job. How absurd is that, right? At any rate, now that Arpaio is a free man, he is now able to continue doing what he does best. Which you can be sure the left will lose what is left of their minds when they get wind of Joe Arpaio's next big move. There are many Republicans around the country and especially in the state of Arizona that cannot stand Senator Jeff Flake. This rhino has done his best to undermine President Trump, including writing a book bashing him. Flake has essentially decided to wage an all-out war against Trump and in turn those who voted for him. For example, not too long ago, Flake called Trump's immigration policies xenophobic and then also criticized the president's America First trade policies. Then to add insult to injury, Flake also added that Trump's rise has led to extreme nationalism and the Republican Party has lost its way. Yeah, okay, buddy. Which is why now that Joe Arpaio has found himself a free man, he is eyeing the senator's seat in the 2018 election. Of course, there are many out there that may not be too keen on Arpaio running, but seriously, Flake clearly does not have the state of Arizona or the country in his best interests, and whether you like Arpaio or not, he does get the job done. Here is more from Washington Examiner. After receiving President Trump's first pardon, Joe Arpaio's plans have gone from possible prison to book writing, speeches and potentially another run for office in Arizona, with Senator Jeff Flake's seat one opportunity he is eyeing. The former Maricopa County Sheriff told the Washington Examiner he's upset at negative reaction to the Friday pardon, and that he feels Republican politicians are insufficiently supportive of the president, who he calls a great man. "I could run for mayor, I could run for legislator, I could run for Senate," Arpaio said Monday. One particular race, however, is likely to gain significant attention, the GOP primary next year facing Flake, Republican Arizona, a forceful Trump critic. "I'm sure getting a lot of people around the state asking me to challenge Flake," said Arpaio, who served 24 years as sheriff before losing re-election in 2016. "All I'm saying is the door is open and we'll see what happens. I've got support. I know what support I have." Arpaio said he swore off another candidacy in January, when he left office, but that with what I've seen happening in recent months, especially what's happening with our president, I said, hey, why not? Arpaio, who is 85 years old, said people should not scoff at his potential candidacy. "Why do you say wow?" he admonished, adding, "They just say Sheriff Joe Arpaio, 85 years old. Why do they always say that?" Arpaio said he believes there is discrimination against senior citizens, big time, and that "I'm proud to be my age. I work 14 hours a day. If anyone thinks my age is going to hold me back, I've got news for them. The bottom line is there's no way I'm going to go fishing. I have no hobbies," he said, declining to say how likely he is to seek office. Flake is facing a renomination challenge from former state Senator Kelly Ward, who is more closely aligned with Trump, but who has been branded a conspiracy theorist by opponents. Arpaio said he has not spoken with Trump at any point in 2017, and said he also never spoke with Trump about a cold case posse investigation by Arpaio's office of President Barack Obama's birth certificate. He and Trump were prominent players in the birther movement. Arpaio was convicted of contempt last month for defying a judge's order that his department not arrest suspected illegal immigrants without suspicion that they committed a state crime. He faced a maximum 6 months in prison. The ex-sheriff said he may sue journalists who have called him racist or misreported details of the case against him. He says his attorney is reviewing the possibility and that he was surprised by negative reaction to the pardon by Flake and Arizona Senator John McCain. The country is turmoil, which is why need people in leadership such as President Trump and Joe Arpaio, since they don't bend to political correctness. That is exactly why we are in the position we are, and it won't get any better until we flush out people such as Senator Flake from office. There is no issue when people voice concerns about certain policies or legislation, but what we are seeing downright absurd. These politicians are doing all they can to protect the globalists in order to destroy the country with open borders and watering down of American culture. We need people like Joe Arpaio in office, and if he decides to run, who wants to bet that Trump will endorse this American patriot? Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.